Hello yet again, it's Damon yet again with another movie video. This time it'll be a review of the other movie I said I was gonna do. So it'll be the last video for today, that's for sure. And as I mentioned in the last video, basically in terms of the last movie video, which is a Toy Story 5 review, I went to see two movies this week. It was Toy Story 5, but before that, I saw The Furious. Everybody and their mothers were basically saying, Damon, you gotta see that movie. I mean, often go to movie theaters. How come you haven't seen The Furious? That's a movie that you should see with all its stations. So I decided, you know what? I'll go see it when I got time. And this week there was a period of time when I had time, so I went to see it. And boy, oh boy, was a great movie. Now it's a beautiful movie, and in its simplicity, there's not really like a complicated plot in this movie. Is a journalist Mafia, journalist Naven, I nearly said Maven, Naven, basically, as his husband, or as his wife, noticed that his wife, a journalist called Mattia, does an investigation about basically a certain issue, and she gets kidnapped, captured. Sorry, she gets captured, and like inhumane acts happen to her and basically her and others. So since she's captured, it motivates Naven to go investigate into matter. And in the same city, months later, the main character Wang Wei. Sorry, I'm sorry, I inverse the two names. I'm sorry. Basically, uh, is spending time with his daughter Rainey when the latter gets kidnapped. So basically, the daughter of Wang Wei gets kidnapped, whereas Mattia, the girlfriend slash wife of Navin, gets captured, and they will basically both of them will be confronted to go basically to I think a nightclub, and in which case Navin pretends to infiltrate in order to get more information on Mattia, but leads to both Navin and Wang Wei to kick ass and basically destroy kick everybody's ass and fend everybody off that basically seems to be in coalition with the bad guys. And eventually they meet each other. At first they fight, and they fight very, very ferociously. And later on they decide to team up. I'm not gonna say the rest of the story because it's very simple. Like, he has pretty good acting, but I'm not gonna say it's the best acting in the history of acting. But he has great action. And I was basically it's a movie that wasn't even looking at my watch. I thought, damn, that's good. I mean, this deserves more publicity. This deserves a bigger box office. It's like it was damn good. And is this my movie of the year? No. And is it one of the best fight scenes I've seen in a movie? Probably in the top 20. Here's the thing, and this is where it's gonna sound unpopular. Not spoiling moments, but it loses a half point in terms of an action scene. I know, it seems like a crime, but it's like because it went beyond their logical point. For instance, at one point in the movie, the bad guy, basically Wang Wei, basically tackles one of the bad guys. They go through a window, and one of them falls straight up on the pavement, head first. You would think in a normal movie that would end with the death of a character. Nope, they just come back up, and it's like there's a time where I can understand the fight ends here. Nope, we continue, and it ended up with the bad guy just ended up dying when he collapsed. Like later afterwards, I have to go home anyway, and he collapsed. I thought you missed the point. This is the same thing I see in modern wrestling. It's like sometimes the logical point, like end it here, but the fight continued. And to be honest with you, that's my main flaw with the movie because the acting's damn good, the action's damn good, but sometimes it became. If you ever saw the anime Baki, that's what it reminds me of. It's like at one point or another, like I remember a fight with Baki, was two people fighting on top of a rooftop, and basically they both fell off the building for some reason. And what I think it was one of the main, one of the participants of the fight, they basically push like Austin Powers would push the other person like in front of them, so they end up saving their fall. But in this case, they end up getting up as if it was just an inconvenience, and that's what it reminded me of. And I started laughing, and it was an intentional laughter moment for me. It's like, okay, cool, the fight's supposed to be done, it's supposed to be over there, but you continue on. That's the one thing I will say as a drawback. I think that might be my only main drawback because everything else was nitpicking. I mean, there's one of the secondary bad guy that, quite frankly, was assaulted many, many times, and basically got, I think, was hit in the head so many times that they got even a sword to their body, and turned out later on that in the same movie he's still alive. That reminded me of Scream 7. Well, when Joel McHale's Mark character got brutally mauled, and you think, okay, the character is probably dead. No, he's back later on. Okay, did he go to the hospital? No. It's like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Like, he would be dead by now. And I find it funny for Scream 7 that said, oh, we're not going to bring back Stu because that's realistic. Also, Scream 7 does that stuff. Scream 7, we don't want to bring back Stu because it's not realistic for the series. Also, Scream 7, let's make sure that Joel McHale's character is still alive by the end. It's like, it makes no sense. Besides, is it tangent on Scream 7? I think Stu is one of the only villains that did not get uh, one bullet through the dome. So they always said basically in that series that the bad guy in Scream movies, you can only be sure that he's dead if he received basically a bullet through the dome. And it didn't happen to Stu. And I still maintain that the bad guy should have been Marco, revealed as Stu's brother. Or some people said Jessica could have been Stu's sister. We already had basically Jill being revealed as Sydney's cousin. We already had Roman being a half brother of Sydney, which makes sense that Marco will be Stu's brother. I mean, especially since Ethan Embry still has a cachet to his name, so I thought that would have been it. But it didn't happen. In this case, in the Furious, how many times I felt like, man, this should have been the end of this match, or this fight. I mean, even when a final fight, it's like I felt like the person's been stabbed like 20 times, and they're still fighting. Like, it became cartoony a little bit. Like, I understand the intention, but that felt a bit too much. But overall, the action was excellent. The acting was very good. I mean, the acting from Wang Wei's actor, because I can't pronounce his name. Sorry, I don't even feel like butchering it. So no. But the actor who does Navin, Joe Taslim, very good as well. So I really enjoyed the acting. It was very, very authentic. It's just like I said, and for Wang Wei's character was mute, so doing it and conveying all the emotion and all the gravitas without speaking one word was saying something, was really good, was a testament that actor's talent, but doesn't change the fact to me that some fights should have ended earlier. Now, the main bad guy, sometimes I felt like the main bad guy movie got revealed like a secret final boss of a game, and his accomplice, I mean, he was using a bow and arrow, and I never saw somebody being that brutal with a bow and arrow in movies. Maybe besides John Rambo. Maybe that's a good match, having John Rambo face that guy. But overall, I really had a good time with this one. Now, would I go see it in a movie theater? No. Would I buy it on DVD? Yes. And I feel like there's many movies nowadays, I feel like either I've seen it once, maybe seen it once more in streaming, but not many movies I feel like I'd buy on DVD. This is an exception. With Toy Story 5 and Furious, I would rewatch them on DVD. Buy them and this. So I feel you should check out that movie because, I mean, let's encourage that kind of movie. Obsession, Backrooms. Those are movies we need to encourage. Like, don't get me wrong, I like franchise movies, but also other movies as well. We need variety, and I think that's one reason with the box office or some movies that happen to be bombs like E-Man that shouldn't be, or Mortal Kombat just breaks even. It's like sometimes because we get the same old, same old. It's like going to a buffet and only be served pizza. I love pizza, but after a while, if you don't go to a buffet place just for pizza, you might eat one slice or two. You want basically maybe you want some onion rings, you want some salad, you want some soup, you want some meatballs, you want some macaroni salad, all of this. If not, then you go to a pizzeria if that's the case. Similar for movies, I want a variety of it. I want more comedies. Like Scary Movie 6 was disappointing to me. I want a good comedy. I really hope Spaceballs 2 is gonna hit the mark. I want another American Pie. Because right now, look at the calendar for movies, and it's like there's not many comedies that are in movie theaters. So that's why I'm hoping. I'm hoping a bit more comedy and more movies like The Furious. And though while I was joking with a friend that's not related to Fast and Furious, it does have one theme. It's about family. And I just imagine Vin Diesel basically getting up of his chair now saying, you know what, that's what Fast Forever should be like. And maybe not. But anyway, it's a short review. If you ask me my opinion, I'd say 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Like I said, I feel like there's some cutbacks. If they were to do a Furious 2 or whatever, or a movie in the same genre or same vibe, make the fight, I wouldn't say make the fight more boring, but know when that less is more, that sometimes it's an ending point, it's like a logical ending point to a fight, not continuing to do a spot. Because that sometimes it felt like AEW wrestling. It felt like spot. Hey, you got ending up there. Spot. Oh, you're gonna pin him with a power driver, with a great power driver. That's a great thing. No, we're just gonna get him up and do a stiff form, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, you could just have ended it with the avalanche tombstone. 1, 2, 3. That'd be awesome. Nope. Let's continue on. That's the only disagreement when I got the movie. Everything else I really liked. The story was well done. The characters, not too many. I mean, the main bad guy was really disgusting. Uh, I was intrigued by the henchman, but we didn't. He was also a very disgusting person. And the two main characters, you felt their pain, and you felt basically their strength also when they came in together. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really like The Furious, but again, it's an 8.5 or 9 out of 10. It's not my favorite movie this year. It's still Project Hail Mary to date, with Obsession being a second place. And Toy Story 3, Toy Story 3, Send Help, and I'm not sure between Uppers or Backroom will be finishing out the top 5 to date. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think, comments down below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Oh, and like, share, and subscribe as always. Bye.